in the battle of the backlines, Red or Power. See what their front lines can do. We get right into game one, Umami zones.
See the zap this time over the junior from Fuego Calamari, and then a splash, S-Blaster, T-Tech, and the pan from Power. So
yeah, it's a comp we've seen from them before. Trying to enable that S-Blast really to get in and do some damage. Fighting two on the left, backing up, throwing some burst bombs.
Early cap here from Fuego Calamari. No one's gone down yet until then. No one goes down. But we see a crab and some specials pop. 3 specials out from Filler.
Yeah,
the sword is pushing them back.
Fuego Calamari, yeah, the sword made him look at him on the opposite side, and they pincher maneuvered, but Filler was able to combat it and get the picks, and they're still pushing up. There goes their splash. Using Crab up in their base, they pull out Azuka to try to counter it.
And they go 2 down there. Looking like 3 down. Power's the last one up. Might be a zone flip once again.
Yeah, Fuego Calamari is going to get this cap here. Power backing up to try and provide some jumps and keep the backline alive. Trying to get for another cooler for another chance at a push here.
The Zipcaster coming out. See what they can do.
S-Blast on far right, fighting the Trizuka.
Out comes the Booyah Bomb. 2 strikes. Doesn't look like they got too much space off that though, and a Crab. They can get 1.
Oh, and he gets him over the mid there. What a shot from Keen. Pushing up. They've got a lot of control here now. They're pinning up for another, staggering Fuego Calamari a bit.
Flip the zones. Low penalty. See how they hold this.
One big shot from Red there with the E-Leader to take down the pencil. Some trades going Fuego Calamari's way. Red waiting to pick their shot. They lose the lead.
Out comes the Cooler though versus the Crab.
Yeah, Crab comes out, Booyah Bomb comes out. They're going to use everything here to try and keep him away from these zones. Get some paint down. Hunty does go down though, so Fuego Calamari getting 2. They're going to use this to try and push and try to cap. Strikes come out. Here comes a Zipcaster from Fuego Calamari going through to the back line.
Popping at everything here.
Gets 2. 2v2 in mid. One's waiting on the recall. Doesn't get the kill.
A huge pick there. See,
Splash.
able to clean that up. They'll be able to hold the zone. They did cap though, so there's a penalty now.
Yeah, both sides have one zone painted, so nobody truly has control at the moment. Fuego Calamari's got a lot more bodies in mid though. They pop a cooler.
It's in the zone cap just for a second, and it flips back. So very close right now.
And here comes some specials. Here comes a Crab on the right side from Keen. Trizuka comes out and gets the kill on the Crab. Gets another. One mark behind, harassing the E-Leader.
A huge pick, and the Booyah Bomb come out. And they're going to throw it straight down. They'll trade.
Yeah, the Zipcaster trying to live, just survive a little bit against the splash here in the left zone. Gets help from a teammate and gets the splash, actually. Gets taken out on the recall, but here comes, oh man, just trade after trade on the right side.
And Nolan, it's going to clean up, and it's wiped.
Wow.
Back in control. Got a bit of a penalty, though, so they're going to need to eat through that. So they're going to hold for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Nolan coming through there as the cleanup crew to get 2 vital picks and gets another one in their spawn. Still pushing up, waiting for anybody to come down that ledge, trading with the sword.
Huge trade there. Just going to have to regroup somehow, but these random picks coming in makes it very hard to just sit back and use those specials.
Yeah, Zipcaster comes out into mid, does get taken out, unfortunately. Zuka comes out, gets the Crab, and they're 2 down, so they're going to try to push in, but the pencil left alone, actually, the last one left.
Playing
got cooler.
He does have cooler. Play a little bit aggro here.
He gets the sword.
The E-Leader season. Zap back in mid.
Yeah, they're all grouped up on the left side. Fuego Calamari just couldn't get that last member of Filler. Andy as the pencil, just holding it down, playing the role of the anchor well for his team to get back in.
Yeah, so smart, using that cooler to allow himself to play more aggressively, because if you go down, your team's already down.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter that much, but being able to hold that space for that long really just...
Yeah, and take out the sword, who was trying to get into another vantage point where he'd be able to fight some of the shorter range weapons, trying to get up another zip caster to disrupt the back line. So now they have control and they're pushing again.
10 seconds left. Out come the specials. We gotta be able to cap both. There's one.
Yeah, E-Leader just watching mid, watching those marked, and they don't get the
able to
cap.
get it.
Game 1 goes to filler. That was still very close within the set, you know. Fuego Calamari had a few good pushes of their own. And if it wasn't for that Nolan flank there to finish off that 2v1 and really get a wipeout and a push going for fillers on their side, they would have been a lot closer in that game.
It's like they're always just one big play away from winning these games.
Yeah, and you know, eventually it's got to go your way. So, you know, you don't have to, like, think too much about it, take it too hard, right? You just keep playing your game, and eventually, you know, your moment will come. You got to take that chance and just make sure you don't make any major mistakes on those pushes.
Yeah. Being able to, Nolan getting in there and being able to disrupt while they're trying to regroup for those pushes in, setting them back.
Yeah, he had a few moments there where he was deep in their enemy territory and able to get a trade or get more than his own life as value. And, you know, that's huge when you're playing a weapon like Blaster, which is so hit or miss. If you get in there and you start getting trades and value while you have your cooler, you know, you've got a lead and you got your teammates set up in good positions. It's very important for their game plan. Next, we'll have Tower Control on Inkblot Art Academy. This one, Inkblot wasn't that great for Fuego Calamari in the previous set, but...
Yeah, had a little bit of trouble on it versus the faster comp with cooler. Pencil versus E-Leader is going to be the battle, just like how it was Heavy Edit versus E-Leader, now it's Pencil. See how these faster backlines, how you counter them.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, especially on Tower Control, where that Blaster is really going to have a field day, honestly. Inkblot, historically good for the Blaster class, and then TC, a great mode because everybody has to group up around the pole. You can hit them with that AoE without much danger of taking shots yourself.
Yeah, and then you have that Booyah Bomb for it's just a shutdown special.
Yes, yeah. That is a tough win condition to get past if you're on the opposing team.
Might see the Junior come out just because Tower and Bubble's good there.
Yeah.
Do you see the Zap, though?
Mint Decavitator there. That's a newer weapon from Keen. That one sacrifices a little bit of range for a wider horizontal slash and more dashing power. It's very strong right now. It's got a bubble of its own. As they're going to start a fight in mid. The Sword versus the T-Tech here being watched by the Pencil.
Hunty with a big first pick. And they go, and Fuego Calamari goes 2 down. Now just the fast versus the slow comp. How do you counter? You see a cooler come out, but your team's not really back yet. And now they're not going to get that value. Do you see the Booyah Ball almost come out, but gets picked off? You see a bubble too.
Yeah, they regain control of bats, which is good for Fuego Calamari to stop this push. If you can get up into that top area, especially with your S-Blast, it's very hard to get them out. They can take pot shot.
Now we have one in their...
Yeah, like I said, yeah, S-Blast trying to push that bats. Either getting picks on them, trying to rotate and try to hold that area. It's so key to holding your defense on this map.
See Zipcaster come out, try to disrupt a little bit. Not able to really get any value, but we're right back at it with another cooler, another bubble. We're just riding this tower as far as we can.
Yeah, Pencil on the tower, trying to take some long-range shots at these enemy combatants hiding behind the hill on the top.
This lead is getting a little dire for Fuego Calamari. Getting past that second checkpoint is so big.
Yes, yeah. Now you can rack up those points. They still got people down in the bottom left there, holding and just waiting to ruin a push of their own. Nolan trying to fight the Zap. Not going to get it. He's going to be watched by the E-Leader. Instead, going to choose to shark underneath the ledge here, trying to take some shots at their flat.
See a Booyah Bomb come out. They're ready to get going again with another cooler.
Yeah, 2 burst bombs, trying to take the main step there for the Decavitator.
I like the game plan from Filler. They pop the cooler and then either Ink strikes a Booyah Bomb to take that space so they can really get as much value from the cooler and see it working out as they get another 2 picks.
Yes, Nolan starting to work his way into bats here and into the spawn of the enemy team. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is very huge. It's very hard to get him out of there. Very hard to kill the Booyah Bomb.
Oh, their screen went off.
Yeah.
You have another one though.
Let's see. Decapitator still in the bats area. Fuego Calamari still has not been able to push them out of there. They have a bubble they can use to stall for even more time. They have the cooler to come back fast. So it's going to be very hard to get them out without using some specials.
Yeah, looks like they backed up off that, though. And now we have a bubble on the tower, just trying to get as many points as possible, because in this range, it's like, if you get a good push in this area, you can't win the game off of this lead.
Yeah, down to 21. Still have a shot alive on the plat. Getting one pick. It's just the E-leader left trying to hold him off.
We see the sword jumping into Hunty as we reclaim the tower. And we have strikes here. We can take that space. May save them, though.
Yeah, sword trying to take a tower, getting some good shots in, but can't find any kills
And
there.
there's that combo again with the strikes and the cooler to take that space off the strikes with that cooler.
Yeah, Fuego just fighting desperately to hold that bats from that Mint Decapitator and that S-Blast combo. They're going to pop the Trizuka here, but the S-Blast still running rampant through their plat. You just can't stop him. There's too much pain on the ground, fed by the coolers. It's so hard to get him out.
Yeah, a bubble and a Booyah Bomb to try to claim some of the space. Being pushed up so far, goes down.
Yeah, some sword versus sword, and Fuego Calamari actually does go 2 down, or they get 2 picks, and they are able to almost clear them off the plat. Their own Zipcaster in mid. Does get taken out on the recall, unfortunately, though.
They just aren't able to reclaim that mid control after clearing them out.
Yeah. Fuego still not completely gained control of mid.
See another Booyah Bomb come out here.
They still have to clear out this S-Blast behind him. He does get in and gets a key pick. Keen comes in to assist.
And they just clean up mid once again. A good trade there. See a jump in. Are they going to be able to counter that?
Power taking an aggressive stance, actually, on the enemy's plat. On Fuego, they do get 2 down, though. They're going to try to start a push, trying to get through this bats on the left, top left. One does go down. The Stamper, he's very close to the Zipcaster. He's probably going to use that here to try and take some space, get some cooler.
With the cooler combo, can play very aggressive. See, trying to target the T-Tech a little bit because you know those strikes can really just end the game. And it looks like everyone will go down to the strikes, and that's going
to be it for Fuego Calamari. Filler does take that one with a commanding victory. They just didn't lose control really that whole game.
Yeah, I mean, they were just in the driver's seat, never got pushed out of mid. That's tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got to wonder, you know, what can you really do against that comp to get him out when you have to deal with that bubble from the Mint Decapitator and hiding around the ledges, and then you try and get in on that S-Blast, and then he uses this Booyah Bomb to become basically invincible for a few seconds and stall.
Yeah, and then they're using that combo, the cooler and the Booyah Bomb and tri-strikes. It's just hard to combo, honestly.
Yeah, it pushes you around, and then their aggros take space, and they're hard to get out, especially on a map like Inkblot with so many angles, so many walls. So that was very tough to win on, but still a pretty close game. Fuego, one good push away from taking that one themselves.
Yep. And a 2-0 lead for Filler. Fuego's on their last life, basically.
And it goes to Clam's Museum. It is a good map for E-Leader, so I wonder if we'll see some big picks, maybe a scoped pick, actually, as opposed to unscoped E-Leader, sacrificing the mobility for the range. It's interesting.
Yeah. A little bit, a little harder to push in on than Inkblot.
Yeah, for sure. And if Nolan is still sticking with the S-Blast, that would be his pick. But I know he's played 96 with the Kraken historically on Clan Blitz, and then they've his own team, Moonlight, a top-level team. They've had a lot of success on Clam, specifically on Museum d'Alfonsino before. So I wonder if he'll switch up the comp or if they'll just stick with what's been working.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
This is true, yeah. You know. So we'll have to see how these comps go, and if Fuego can try and mount a comeback. They're going to need a reverse sweep to make it to grand finals. It's going to take a lot of grit.
Getting into it now. Here we are, game 3.
Yeah, S-Blast 52 from Filler. Still standard comp from Fuego Calamari.
You do see the unscope this time, though.
Yeah, so choosing the more mobility as opposed to being still.
First pick and a jump out on the side of filler, so.
Yeah, Fuego Calamari, Gabe goes through mid, gets that first pick. That's big for them. They get a cooler out. They're going to try and push this plat. It's going to really be up to how he uses the zip caster here to try and get into the back line.
We do see the cooler pop. Power goes down.
Yep, that Stamper harassing the back line. Does get one. And the Decapitator on that right side of plat. Still hard to get him out of there.
They do score. They have a football in the back with some clams. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get it in, though. Although the jump does come in.
Not quite close enough to throw that one in. So the push does die at 80 points. And it's going to be Filler's time to counterpunch here.
Get Booyah Bomb ready. Here it comes.
Throws it right on the center of the spinner. Pushing
Takes
up.
that space.
Yeah. Big pick. They get a score.
See a lot of clams.
Yeah, already scoring. They take the lead. That E-Leader's up top trying to stave him off, but unfortunately can't find any shots.
Here comes the other ball. And that's a huge push already.
Yeah. Commentator's curse. As soon as I say they can't hit the shots, they hit one big one. Stops the push at 39 for Filler, but that's a good push on this map for your first one. Couldn't really get settled in and use your specials to hold the space and get more clams. So you got to be pretty satisfied with that. You know, only a minute and a half into the game. Big pick. Two go down. The E-Leader does get one from across mid.
They're back in mid. They're pushing up on the plat now. See another jump out. And they just have control, but Nolan's in mid. Bit of a thorn in their side.
Yeah,
Let's see how they deal with this.
Just sharking there. They know he's there. They're going to go for him. He does get the E-Leader there and trying to go for more.
Gets one, gets two.
Can he get the third? No, but
he comes in and gets the third. So, I mean, they clean up very nicely. Gotta focus Nolan a little there, I feel like.
Yeah, they had two looking at him, but it just wasn't enough to really move him from this position. Now here comes the lead down to 31. A lot of clams in.
Another huge push.
Bagging off the E-Leader there.
Nolan just sharking under the plat with the blaster. It's so hard to get that out.
Yeah, Keen trying to make a jump from the top ropes. Unfortunately gets taken down by Cactus. Using the block to score one clam at a time.
And another pick. And they're going to keep it open.
You see, oh, but they go down, but they do manage to close the basket there. They still go two down. They're staggered. Hunty's still in a good position under their basket to keep this push alive. Gabe does take out Keen and has a lock on Nolan here in mid, trying to push this fight. Taken out by Power. This push is still alive for Filler. They're still not off of their plat just yet.
Yeah, it looks like Calamari just moved a little bit too fast, jumped it down into mid. Wasn't able to clear plat. And see a trade there, and they go 3 down.
Just the end sap. Now, they did get 2 down, so it was just the pencil and the decav on the side of Filler. So they're going to take it slow. Just going to hold mid, not try and overextend and get picked and stagger and give them a chance to come back into this game.
Preparing another push, getting clams. See a cooler come out. They have a good amount of clams built up.
Yeah, both sides have a lot of clams. Trizuka coming out from Fuego Calamari, trying to find a pick in mid. Comes a Zipcaster. They do go 1 for 1. 2 go down on the side of Filler, but the decav does take out the Stamper and is trying to push in under the basket. Does get a break in. Wow.
See a jump to the bubble. See if they can get any more clams off this. Doesn't look like it. Might be just content with holding mid here, but you see a pick there and a Booyah Bomb.
Yeah, they do manage to push him out.
And a pinch there. Hunty comes around with the flank. See a cooler come out. Gotta get off your plat here. Find a way to get power off of top mid and take that space.
Yeah, one goes down in their own plat. And there's a cooler for Filler, so they're going to be here to stay, right? They're going to be going down and coming back faster than you can blink.
They go 2 down. Go 3 down. Looks like power's left, but with the cooler, they're going to be back very fast. We see the zip.
And there was a jump in, actually.
Clean this up.
They can get Keen without taking any casualties. That's big. That's a stagger. One does go down, and S-Blast still
back
pushing
in
up.
mid with Hunty, and they team up to get that pick. And they just have mid control once again, it seems like.
Yeah, T-Tech left alone, bottom right, getting wailed, having the Zuka. Gets
5
one.
seconds left. Here comes the Zuka. Booyah Bomb might be able to put it away. They just don't have any clams. They have to build a football. Oh no, they have the reset ball, so you get overtime, but no mid control. It's looking a little tough. And Hunty with a good pick there on the sword.
Last one is the E-leader. They have to hit this shot to win. They are getting help from their
There's a scramble,
teammates.
but
Running out of time.
There's no time. And that might just be it.
And that's going to be it. A 3-0 for Filler. Some close games, some good sets. Give it up for Fuego Calamari.
I played very well. I think third. I think that'd be something to be proud about.
Yes, yeah, you know, these are some very established players who have won multiple times. They know what they're doing. They've got a hard comp to play against. So, you know, having good games and close games with chances to win in those games is, you know, it's something to be proud of. You know, you can't beat yourself too much over it. You just got to take that loss, you know, absorb it, get better for the next time. So next time you can turn that L into a W. For sure.
So, Grand's up next.
Yeah, Filler clawing their way back to Grands through losers. They're going to be looking for a revenge match. They're playing against the team that put them into losers. So they're going to try to make some adaptations, change their play style, and, you know, take home a win of their own.
For sure.